Coming up next, the Pelicans take it on the Bulls. For the New Orleans Pelicans, the journey. And welcome everyone to the NBA on 2K Sports. Brand new season. So glad to... What's not to love about opening day, Grant? Every team with an equal chance to do something special.
Oh, B.A., that's the way these teams look at.
Let's meet the visiting.
And opening day here for both of these teams.
Welcome everyone to a new season of...
It's go time for the Pelicans here at home. Here, welcome everybody to the day.
And we've been waiting.
Welcome everyone to a
And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach, and it's our favorite day. And out on the floor, shaking off the pregame jitters. Welcome everyone, here to... And we've been waiting for this day for a long... And a quick look.
It's go time for the Pelicans here at home. And we've been waiting for this.
And welcome everyone to the NBA.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
underway, that was Skylar Cole singing the Star-Spangled Banner. Welcome, everyone, to Grant, nothing quite like the first game of a brand new season. So many possibilities.
Well, you know, BA, for the players, you're excited and relieved at the same time. You get to see all the hard work you put in during the offseason pay off.
So let's take a look at the Chicago Bulls starting lineup. We've got Kobe White. Dosunmu is out there with Buzelis. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's White. Rose outside. Pass to Buzelis. Back to Rose. Driving inside. Blocked. White against Murray. It's Poole on the wing. Lets the three fly. Sinks it from distance.
You can tell Poole trusts himself completely. Gets the ball, and he immediately takes that shot.
Rose against Poole. Pass to Buzelis. Dosunmu outside. Rose outside. Banked it in off the glass.
Oh, boy, what control and poise from Rose. Taking the hit like a champ and just powering right through it.
And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, BA. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
Soft touch off the glass.
That is a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
Just over a minute and a half in. The Pelicans have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Willie Green and I got a chance to talk for a bit. And one of their main defensive focuses, Nikola Vucevic. Coach telling me that Vuce has the big body, plus he can really shoot it. But they really emphasized boxing him out. Nikola is great at converting misses into second chance points. Boxing out. It's back to the basics, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Getting points inside is no problem for Vucevic. He consistently finds these openings.
Fades away. And the shot falls short that time. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Rose outside. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. The kick out to White. Tipped. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Looking at our leaderboard here, last year, the teams that made an art out of transitioning from defense to offense. 5th, New Orleans.
It seemed like almost every time they forced an error, they converted on it. Not just winning turnovers, but taking them to the bank.
Jones, he's checked in for Poole. And a change for the Bulls. Herter's checked in for Dosunmu. White for 3. Rebounded by New Orleans. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Chicago.
Last year, they made easy work of this club, sweeping the 2-game season series.
Sort of representative of how they each finished the season. One a playoff team, the other on the outside looking in. I think things may play out the same way this year, too.
Now here's Rose. Back to Herter.
2 minutes remaining.
Rose outside.
2 minutes.
Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. Here's Vucevic. And the layup is good off the glass.
A player that seemingly inhales rebounds. Vucevic attacks the glass with great energy.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Jones feels it out. Pass to Williamson. Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward.
Yeah, BA, he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answered that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
Brent, one area where Zion Williamson continues to improve is as a passer.
Well, BA, he's cut down his turnovers while more than doubling his rate of assists. And to me, that's just familiarity, getting on the court more consistently and not being injured. I mean, he's going to build and compound on that experience. So starting to make plays is starting to show for Zion.
Jones, the pass to Alvarado. Here's Williamson. one's good. This game is all even.
The moment Williamson gets inside, virtually nothing you can do to stop that lefty.
Here's Buzelis, covered by Williamson. The shot by Buzelis no good. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. Pass to Misi, and here's Alvarado. Here's Williamson, and it's New Orleans with another.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Rose with the bucket. Rose has got 6 points.
Smart play from Rose, getting up close to the basket for a high percentage look.
Alvarado outside. Over Rose. And it's Alvarado missing.
Great defensive effort to lock down the paint.
Yeah, he cut off every angle and then got his body. What a play! That's going to count!
Are you kidding me?
Wow! Whoa! The heave to beat the buzzer. Whew.
That's an incredible shot there. Just let it fly.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Chicago ahead, leading by 3. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been some changes for New Orleans. Zion Williamson is checked in for Bay. Jordan Poole comes in for Jones. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Alvarado. We've got Zion Williamson. DeJounte Murray is out there with Jordan Poole. Then there's Trey Murphy, and it's Queen in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Back to Murray. He shoots. And again, New Orleans no good.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Poole against Rose.
Oh, some explosive stuff from Rose right at the rim, showing these young boys how ferocious he can still be.
And here's Murray. Still no points. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
To the right side.
2 minutes.
Smith finds White. And it's Queen with a rebound. Queen's got his 4th rebound in this one. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And that just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Pass to Smith. Rose outside. Now Vucevic. This one for 3. Williams grabs the board. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Pelicans are still developing their on-court chemistry. Coach Willie Green said this group is still pretty young in terms of being on the floor together. But we're starting to figure it out. We just have to stay committed and continue to be elite on both ends of the floor, and it starts with our defense. B.A.?
They've really got something, Allie. Thanks. Pass to Rose. And stolen by Murray. And they're on the run. Here's Poole. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Dosunmu up top. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Chicago shooting their first free throw tonight. Buzelis is checked in for Chicago.
Shooting for Chicago, Ayo Dosunmu at the line for 1.
Pelicans trail by 13. Williamson outside. The kick out to Poole. Pass to Misi. And he's going for the lob. Out of bounds. It'll be Bulls ball.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
Chicago has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Rose. To the left wing. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Dosunmu. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Bulls lead by 15.
Well, Vucevic has finished a couple times in the top 10 of offensive boards, in part because of his feel for the game.
Murray, no good.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And that concludes the first half.
21.
Bulls out in front, up by 15. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have? Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Chicago Bulls.
In terms of efficiency, they've been on point. Incredible execution. I love the way they're playing on both ends.
Yeah, they're piling up a massive lead. As we move on, let's get a look at some of the injuries around the NBA.
Losing Brunson, they're missing a great distributor. A leader.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Ayo Dosunmu really making a difference here.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
On the court for Chicago, Buzelis out there with Dosunmu. Then it's Kobe White. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. And it's Rose in at the point guard position. Here's Murray. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run. And honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court like that.
Here's Rose. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make and 9 tries so far.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Williamson looking around. It's tipped.
When you look around the league, how many guys would love to have half of Zion's talent? Those natural gifts are undeniable.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line. That's good from Williamson. And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who'll keep things moving.
Here's Rose. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
Well, all night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Here's Poole. Softly drops in the floater. Poole's got 5.
Now staying active and staying energetic, that's how they want Jordan Poole to play all the time.
Rose with it. Checked by Murray. Outside White. Back to Rose. Vucevic, a screen on Murray. 5 on the clock. Rose, the pass to White. Over Poole. Misi grabs a board.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
Williamson inside. 9 points in the game. And it's time to give you a look at the top 3-point shooting teams from a year ago. The 4th spot held by the Pelicans.
Everything clicked for them last year, especially on the perimeter, and they shot a very high percentage. A lot of that due to their offensive schemes.
Yeah, the physical abilities of Zion are truly next level. His build, his strength, I mean, it makes him difficult to defend and totally unique.
The drive by Rose. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Oh, this is classic Rose. Never afraid to get physical with the D and finish on them.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Well, Brent, after ups and downs, it seemed like New Orleans is really trending in the right direction.
Their path has not always been easy. It's a bit indicative of the city itself. It's a resilient place with resilient people that take a lot of pride in the comeback. So this team has had personnel changes, coaching changes, injuries, but the Pelicans have certainly become a team in the past couple seasons where the future is much brighter than its past.
The Bulls making a switch here. Smith's checked in. Williamson hits them both. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Rose against Poole. Now here's Rose. He's guarded closely. Right side White. Back to Rose. Out to the right wing. For three, Smith. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Rose.
Timeout.
Rose has got his third assist of the night.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Jones, he's checked in for New Orleans. And the Bulls also making a change. Berger's checked in. Here's Murray. Here's Misi, covered by Vucevic. Jones from outside. Chicago with a rebound. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Ali.
Nikola Vucevic has seen a lot in his decade plus in the league, and he said the game has changed.
And it's our favorite day of the year at 2K Sports. At long stand two of the greatest words in all of sports, opening day.
Absolutely, Brian. Everybody's undefeated, everybody's optimistic, and everybody is eager to get going, whether you're playing or the guy on the sidelines drawing up plays.
And now the opening lineup for Chicago. Buzelis out there with Ayo Dosunmu. Then it's Kobe White. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. And it's Rose in at the 1. With the teardrop, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And, Coach, you look at DeJounte Murray, a 6'5", do-it-all guard.
Well, Brian, he's got the size and quickness to defend either backcourt position. Offensively, he's best with the ball in his hands, but he has developed his spot-up game to help the team. Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Pass to Buzelis. Shot clock at 5. Here's Rose. The 15-footer is good.
A big strength of Rose. He has spent lots of time on becoming a better shooter, and it shows.
Here's Misi. And here's Murray. He's guarded by White. Pass to Misi. And here's Poole from outside the arc. Knocks down the long J.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And so it's Rose with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. It's a three-point game. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Smart play from Rose, getting up close to the basket for a high percentage look.
Outside Murray. Over to the wing. Williamson inside. Shots blocked. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Buzelis. And we have to take another look at that block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Count it.
The assist.
Rose with it. White drives in, and he dunks it down.
And that is how you finish a drive. Kobe White.
And here's Murray. Williamson outside. Let's go with a three. Rebound by the Bulls. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of New Orleans this year.
Yeah, they came up short both times against this team last season.
Vucevic, the pass to Rose. Here's Buzelis, guarded by Poole. And it's Buzelis that time on the assist from Rose.
Yeah, the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
Pass to Misi. Over to the left wing. Murray against Rose. The shot that time not on target. Great D that time from Murray. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Pass to White, over Poole. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. White's got his second bucket of the game.
Laser focus from White. The moment that pass was headed to him, he was ready.
A quick break, and we look at our 2K leaderboard for three-point shooting last season. New Orleans, 4th.
That kind of efficiency from range is generally an indicator of a dominant offense.
Rose against Poole. Williamson outside. The kick out to Poole. Lots of room. That one misses. He's 1 for 3.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Rose can't connect. Pelicans trail by 3. Pass to Poole. Murray looking around. Now here's Williamson. Over Buzelis. To the wing on the left. Murray against White. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Williamson. They still need this. Rose grabs the board. Bulls leading by 3. White for 3. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got 4 rebounds in the game. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Now Murray over Rose. Back to Williamson. And it's blocked by Vucevic.
Well, defensively, Vucevic was in great position and times that perfectly.
Williamson outside. Pass to Poole. Clock at 4. Jacks up a 3. Buries it from 3. Poole's got 6.
And Poole is a guy that feels very comfortable operating beyond the arc.
Coach, you spent a lot of time in New Orleans. Coach for him, as a matter of fact. It's a fun stop in the NBA. There's some amazing food in the Big Easy.
Yeah, Brian, I love the city of New Orleans, but when I coached there, it was in the pandemic. All the restaurants were closed. All the entertainment was closed. We couldn't enjoy the jazz or the food.
From down in the low post, it goes. Give him 8.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Rose against Poole. DeSumo outside. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Williamson passes to Murray. Now Poole. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. All right, Graham, what do you think about Jordan Poole's nickname, the Pool Party?
Oh, it's very apt, right? Because when he's on, everyone is having a good time. But it also speaks to his relaxed attitude. He's out there to shoot and have fun while doing it.
You know, Stan, for a team with such a proud history, the last decade has been a tough one for the Bulls.
Yeah, Brian, it really has. They've had competitive teams, but they haven't won a full playoff series since 2014. And for such a dedicated and passionate fan base, that's been really difficult for them, let alone the front office and people that want to turn this thing around as quickly as they can.
Murray's checked in for Poole. Bulls trail by 4. Rose outside. Pass to Collins. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
Another assist in the career of D. Rose.
New Orleans has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Murray from outside. Collins with the rebound. Chicago has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Here's Dosunmu driving to the basket, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Coach, one guy who's shown a lot of growth on the offensive side of the ball is Ayo Dosunmu.
Yeah, it seems like the game is slowed down for him, and that's why everything he does looks better now. His first step, his decision-making, all of it, Brian.
Well, last season, New Orleans finished with their best record since 2009. Stan, they went 49-33.
Well, you have to credit their roster construction. They've got 3 guys who can average 20-plus points, along with a lot of very solid young defenders, and these guys are only getting better.
Now here's Dosunmu. Rose, left side. Outside White. Back to Rose. 6 to shoot. Spins. Outside White. Over Williamson. And again, no good by Chicago. And it's Murray with the ball for New Orleans. Out to the right wing. Here's Misi. Misses the 3.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Alvarado's checked in for the Pelicans. Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. New Orleans leading by 13. Alvarado outside. Pass to Queen. Poke loose, and it's stolen by Rose. The finish! Rips down the breakaway slam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Pelicans ahead, up by 11. And we welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a comfortable margin for the Pelicans here, guys.
It was pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, you can bet their coach is encouraging them to keep up the extra effort. It's more than paying off.
We've got Trey Murphy, Herb Jones out there with Jose Alvarado. Then there's Sadiq Bey, and it's Queen in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Alvarado. No good on the 3. Bulls trail by 11. Rose outside. Smith with a screen on Bay. Here's Rose. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. Rose has got 8.
And the level of creativity that Rose has, I mean, just showing it all off in the pick and roll.
Now here's Alvarado. He's covered closely. Pass to Bay. Outside Jones. Over Okoro. Deflected. And they get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Pelicans making a change here. Poole's checked in.
Number 3.
The Bulls trail by 9. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Rose. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Williams is checked in for Chicago. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And that one falls for Rose. Will stand in this league, the opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian. And guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene, and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, second-round pick, bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star.
Outside Herter. Outside Williams. Here's Rose. And it's Queen with a rebound. The Pelicans lead by 6. It's Poole on the wing. Guarded by Okoro. The 3. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 4 rebounds now. Herter passes to Rose. Here he goes. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Once Rose feels like he has to step on the defense, he's ready for liftoff. What a slam.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. The Pelicans have gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. On the wing, Bay. They set a pick. Back to Poole. Here's the 3. The shot, no good. Good D by Rose. Outside Herter. Back to Rose. Good with time running down on the shot clock. Rose has got 9 points now in the quarter. Outside Jones. Bay outside. Pass to Jones. Here's Poole. Over Rose. And again, New Orleans, no good. Here's Chicago now. Right now on a 9-0 run. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. Murray's checked in for Jones. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Chicago. The Sumu comes in for Okoro. Here's Poole. He's got 10. Pass to Murray. Three-pointer. And again, no good by New Orleans. Goes up on the baseline, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. New Orleans in the lead. And here's Poole. Puts up a 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Rose right side. It's blocked. Now here's Murray. Poole up top. Back to Murray. The 3 is up. Chicago with a rebound. Vucevic has got 5 rebounds in the game.
Well, this is certainly not the game he was hoping for offensively, but they've been able to find points as a team even without his contributions.
Outside Herter from behind the arc. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. New Orleans is shooting just 28%, lacking confidence on offense right now. Poole outside. Pass to Queen. Clock at 6. Back to Poole. Outside Murray to get back on track. Chicago grabs the miss. They are so close to taking the lead.
This is one of those games where momentum is key.
Tries the spin move. Rose, the pass to Herder. Back to Rose. From deep three-point land. The shot comes out.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Pass to Queen. And that's a foul. Called on Kevin Herder. That's his first foul.
Personal foul.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Bruce Ellis is checked in for Chicago. White comes in for Herder. Williamson, right side. Pass to Murray. Over Rose. And there's Murray. That one's good. On the assist from Williamson.
Yeah, over the years, Murray has worked to make himself a three-level scorer.
Jones, he's checked in for New Orleans. Okay, let's fire up the 2K leaderboard. Last year, you really had to protect the ball against these teams. In the third spot, the Pelicans.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
Murray against Rose. Over Murray. Rose can't connect. The Pelicans lead by 4. Pull for 3. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game.
He's already got 9 points from three-point range. They need to pay attention to him wherever he is.
Vucevic. The fadeaway. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Rose has got 17 points.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Pass to Murray. Over Rose. Chicago with a rebound. Rose has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Yeah, what an agile drive by White to be able to slip past the contact like that.
Well, Stan, you talk about a late bloomer. Kobe White has shown that he might be just that.
Well, Brian, everything has come together for him. He's improved on defense. He's improved his decision-making. He got that second contract and a bigger role, and he is playing great.
And he might have the best hair in the NBA. Here's Rose. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Zion not fazed by the contact.
Well, to Zion, a little bit of contact is nothing. I'm not even sure he feels that.
Rose against Murray. And that one is stuffed right through.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Chicago making a switch here. Herder's checked in. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's New Orleans up by 5. And we'll return shortly.
The Bulls, 38.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. It's been a bit of a challenge so far for the Chicago Bulls. Look, I know this is going off topic, but during the first half, we were doing some dribbling drills. So, Kenny, as the point guard here, I want you to rank our handles.
Okay, obviously, first is me. Second, I'll get that to you, Ernie. Third, I'll go with our IT guy. He really surprised me. Then you, Shaq.
There's no way I'm after Ernie.
Shaq, if you want to be better, you can be.
And now let's check out the game at hand. It was a solid first half effort for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Total team effort.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, you look at Derrick Rose. What a contribution.
Hey, we didn't expect this. Not normally a big-time assist maker. He's done a great job moving the ball around.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised, but he's been focused on passing the ball. You got to give him credit.
And so it's Rose who brings up the ball for the Chicago Bulls, trailing by 5. A chance to get a quick injury report.
Guys, I was able to talk with Chicago's head athletic trainer about his status. As of right now, he's calling it a severely sprained ankle, which I'm sure isn't what Coach wanted to hear. Obviously a terrible way to start the season. The good news, though, plenty of time left to figure things out for them.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
Yeah, you never want to speculate on injury, but that didn't look like something you were...
Oh, he packs it down!
That is incredible.
Oh, this is classic Rose. Never afraid to get physical with the D and finish on them.
Chicago shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
At the line for one.
Shot.
That one drops. He ties it up. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
We'll stand for the Bulls. The DeRozan, Levine, Vucevic era didn't lead to the playoff success they hoped for.
No, Brian, 2 losses in the play-in tournament and just 1 playoff appearance, which resulted in a quick first-round exit. Changes were definitely necessary.
And stolen by Murray. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Poole outside. Over Smith. Poole's shot is off.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Rose with it. Checked by Murray. The swim move for 3. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Rose.
3.
Rose has got his 6th assist of the night. Murray passes to Williamson. It's Poole on the wing. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Chicago leading. To the inside. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And this is a vintage night from Derrick Rose. It's like we're back in 2011, his MVP season.
Poole, the pass to Murray. Now Williamson. Up and over Smith. Williamson with the bucket. Williamson's got 9 points.
Yeah, they get 1 to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the 3rd quarter.
Here's Rose. And he banks in the layup. And the Bulls lead by 3.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
And let's hear it from all the dancers.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. And the basket by Williamson.
Well, that's why the offense works so hard to get the ball to Zion inside. He's so reliable in there.
Poole against Rose. DeSumo outside. Picked by Vucevic. 5 to shoot. From deep, Rose. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 5 in this 3rd quarter. Murray inside. He's guarded by White. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bulls. The Bulls have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Rose, and he drives in, and he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Oh, boy, what control and poise from Rose. Taking the hit like a champ and just powering right through it.
Pass to Misi. Williamson against Smith. Williamson, right side. 6 on the shot clock. For the tie. They get it back. Here's Misi. And there's a 3-second violation. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Chicago. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Damian Lillard and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Saturday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And that game against the Grizzlies is going to be game number 4 for them during the start of this NBA campaign. They'll want to get off to a hot start for the year.
Count the basket and the foul. It'll be on Zion Williamson.
Their defensive effort is certainly lacking since halftime. They need to wake up.
This will be his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
You know, it's great to see Rose out there. After all those injuries, Derek still has a passion for the game.
Williamson against Smith. Pass to Misi. Cool outside. And it's rejected.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
And Trey Murphy is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
3rd team foul.
Williamson against Smith. Rose left side. Shot clock at 6. Dosunmu for 3. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got 9 rebounds now. Down low. Here's Williamson. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Such a skilled big. 6'10" Nikola Vucevic. He can beat you up in the post, or he can step back and hit a 3-stand.
Yeah, Brian, and he's an excellent passer as well. Throughout his career, Vucevic's teams have been very good offensively, and his versatility is a big reason for that.
Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
From deep, Rose. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson. Williamson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Poole. Back to Williamson. Shoots over Vucevic. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
4th personal foul.
It's going to belong to Nikola Vucevic.
Forcing his way to the free throw line. Zion is so tough to handle. So strong and athletic.
Well, Coach, Zion is always must-see TV when he plays. It's his availability that is questioned.
Yeah, it is, Brian, but he's been healthier. And when he plays, there's nobody like him in the NBA with that size, skill, and force.
Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable. B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Williamson left side. 6 to shoot. Tries it from 16. Rose grabs the board.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Back to White. Rose, a screen on Murray. White for three. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
And offensively, it appears they've hit their stride.
Murray against White. Pass to Poole. The three. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Poole's got 21.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from range.
Smith finds Rose. Back to Smith. Rose up top. Right side White. It's tipped and stolen by Murray. Tipped away. Launches it. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Murray against Smith. Shot from 12. Here's Poole. No good that time. Good defense by DeSumo.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
White, good.
And passes like this demonstrate Rose's unselfish attitude, which is why his teammates enjoy playing with him.
White against Murray. Puts it up from 12. Williamson misses. Chicago leading by 6. Rose with it. Smith outside. And it's off from 3-point range. Poole against Rose. To the middle. Outside Murray. Poole for 3. Chicago with a rebound. Collins has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Rose outside. Pass to White. Over Murray. Again, the Bulls score.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Well, he is desperately trying to get something going, but this has not been his night. They need to consider making an adjustment.
DeSumo outside. Here's Rose. Give him 35. Clock at 6. DeSumo for 3. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose. Rose has got assist number 8 here already in the game. Pelicans trail by 11. Pass to Williamson. And now the Bulls in transition. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
Things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up. Stan, it's hard to believe, but the Bulls have not won a playoff series since 2015.
Well, look, Brian, it's hard to win in this league. And when you're rebuilding, trying to find the mix that'll get you over the top is a different...
Bulls leading by 8. Murray out there with Jordan Poole. Then there's Sadiq Bey. Then it's Herb Jones. And it's Queen in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Bey. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And a skillful finish by Bey against contact, not letting the defense hold his shot back.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration. Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
No waiting around from Poole. He got rid of it quickly.
Rose, the pass to Okoro. Murray against Rose. It's Herder on the wing. Stolen by Jones. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Pass to Murray. Looking to get back on track. Chicago with a rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Rose, the pass to Herder. Rose against Jones. Rose outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wing shot on the way. Off the left rim and out. Pelicans trail by 5. Queen, pass to Murray. Rose grabs the board. Rose has got 11 rebounds in the game.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
The kick out to Williams. Murray against Rose. And a nice finish on the layup. Rose has got 18 points in just the second half.
Well, he's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
From 13, here's Murray. It's hauled in by Herder. Herder's got 7 rebounds in the game. Rose. Oh, my goodness!
What a dunk!
I mean, how many times have you seen that? Derrick Rose driving, scoring, exerting his will on the game.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. And he lobs it up to the rim. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Rose. Dosunmu, he's checked in for Okoro. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. 9-point game. Bay outside, launches a 3. Williams grabs the board.
They are just owning the boards right now.
Pass to Collins. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Okoro is checked in for Chicago. The Pelicans have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. There's a screen. Inside to stop the run. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Giving it up. Jordan Poole, the right decision.
Bulls leading by 10. Here's Rose. Driving in. Blocked. Pass to Poole. There's the triple. Rose grabs the board. Rose has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Good on the bucket. Rose has got 41.
And hey, that's a hard shot. But Rose can absolutely get it done and close on good defense.
Poole outside. Outside Jones. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Rose has got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Knocked loose. And it's stolen by Rose. To the paint. Okoro passes to Rose. Shoots over Bay. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Rose has got 8 points in the quarter.
Oh, my. Sinking yet another mid-range jumper.
Murray from outside. Counted from distance.
Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
From deep, Rose. Good D by Murray.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Pass to Poole from the arc. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got assist number 7 tonight.
He's been so effective down the stretch, capitalizing on all his opportunities.
Okoro outside. Takes the 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Misi's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Now here's Poole, guarded by Okoro. Pass to Misi. Now here's Bay.
And one thing you know about Bay, he invites contact.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And he drops the first. Some changes for New Orleans. Zion Williamson is checked in for Jones. And Trey Murphy subbed in for Poole. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Chicago. White comes in for Okoro. And so Bay nails both of them. Stan, after his 12-year playing career, Willie Green has made a seamless transition into coaching.
Yeah, first of all, Willie Green is a person of very high character. Second, Brian, he consciously started preparing himself to coach while he was still playing, and then he was able to work on great staffs under great coaches, and now he's an outstanding head coach in his own right.
Here's Murray. Rose grabs the board.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
And New Orleans making a change here. Poole's checked in. Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. And that one falls for Rose. And the Pelicans with possession here. They trail by 14. Poole from long range. Look at Poole showing the range.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
From deep, Rose. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Pass to Murray. Williamson left side. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Williams.
Wow! Defying the laws of physics, Zion Williams.
Rose against Poole. Rose outside. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Here's Misi, covered by Vucevic. Pass to Williamson. So much power from Williamson.
He is such a powerful dunker. When Zion is cleared for takeoff, he doesn't pass up those opportunities.
Rose with it. Poole picks him up. And it's Rose penetrating. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Third team foul. Shooting for Chicago.
First free throw is good.
2 shots.
And so Rose knocks them both down. Now Poole. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
Pass to Williamson, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
When you're trying to cut into a lead, you can't afford that kind of mistake.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Here's Rose. He got a piece of it.
Well, they needed that board. They've had a hard time on the glass, but they still have a shot here.
Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
So strong inside. Zion fighting through it all.
Chicago leading by 9. Here's Rose. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
4 personal fouls.
In the second half, their free throw percentage has improved, hitting in the low 80s now.
Derrick Rose. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
I love the intensity he's brought to the floor since halftime, in constant attack mode.
And so Rose knocks them both down.
At just about 85% from the line tonight, they've looked more and more comfortable as the game's gone on.
Inside. Here's Williamson. Poole up top. Goes back up. Poole gets it in close.
They were making an impact on the offensive glass in the first half. You'd like to see them go back to that.
And Rose has got the ball here for Chicago. They've led by as many as 14. Drives to the hoop. Good. Rose has got 54 points.
Even in the later stages of his career, Rose still possesses considerable speed, a real threat to penetrate and score.
Pass to Williamson. Up and over Smith. Williamson misses. Chicago leading by 11. Spins. And here is Vucevic. Smith finds Rose. Shot clock at 6. White on the wing. Over Murray. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. White's got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, we've really seen White raise his game as a scorer. He can be relentless at times.
Look at Williamson finish the oop.
Look out below. Zion came flying in to finish that out.
Poole against Rose. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. The kick out to White. Over Murray. He hits the back iron and sinks it. White's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Bulls.
They made a point to get some good looks.
Yes, they were able to pound the ball inside. I love it.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Derrick Rose.
Well, his triple-double stat line is evidence of his impact on this game. He was affecting play at all times.
Counted.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
At the line for 1.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Alvarado, the pass to Bay. Jones from outside. He drops it from range.
Hawkins putting his passing on display. Moves the ball to an open man.
15 seconds left to play in the fourth. So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, time for our player of the game, Derrick Rose.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for... Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. Short a rotation player. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that could be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
A look at the Bulls starting lineup. They've got Vucevic. Kobe White is out there with Derrick Rose. Then there's Dosunmu, and for the Bucks, Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post position. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. Coaching staffs, Clark, have certainly grown since your time in the league. Do you think that can lead to too many voices in the locker room?
I really don't think that's an issue, Kevin, because no matter how many coaches you have, typically they are all in sync, and the head coach has usually put his staff together, and therefore they're moving in the same direction.
Outside Jackson. And a deep 3 from Lillard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
When it's game time, and he is hard to stop.
Rose against Lillard. Rose, that's good. Rose has got his second basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Portis. Here's Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Dosunmu. Offensive rebound. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Vucevic.
And Antetokounmpo is just fearless. I mean, hit him, knock him around. Really doesn't faze him. Doesn't matter. I mean, this guy is determined to get the job done. And he does.
First team foul. At the line.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. And that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Now, here's Rose. In the game against New Orleans, very impressive. And the dunk by Rose.
A flash of that athleticism yet again. It's clear Rose enjoys getting up and punching it down.
White against Jackson. Lillard up top. Over Rose. And a great move from Lillard as he gets it to go. Lillard's got 5 now.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Vucevic. And stolen by Portis. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he makes that one. 5 points in the game.
Well, he's really feeling it right now, shooting a high percentage to start this game.
Rose finds Dosunmu. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Outside, White. 6 to shoot. Rose scanning the floor. And it's White missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Now Rose, after the miss 3 from Damian Lillard. Can't connect from short range. Jackson against White. Jackson kicks to Lillard. Pass to Portis. Outside, Green. Portis sets the pick for Green. Off target from outside. Bulls trail by 4. And there is White, and that's good on the assist by Rose.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
To the middle. Lays it up off the glass. It's all knotted up.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And it's Lillard missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Now here's Vucevic. He has yet to score. Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that Giannis. I love the Greek Freak. When I tell you Kareem is my guy, I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say Giannis. I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
You know, very quietly, Vucevic puts up phenomenal numbers consistently. A nightly double-double threat who, bullies opposing defenses on the regular.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Green dishes to Lillard. Outside Portis. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And the dunk by Giannis.
There are very few guys that move with the grace that Antetokounmpo does on his drive. He's got an easy, long, ground-eating gait that's very effective.
Now here's Rose. He's got 6. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Certainly looks that way to me, partner. I mean, his energy level is ramped up. I think he's been terrific right from the opening tip.
Now Rose, after the miss 3 from Damian Lillard. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. And Milwaukee has possession. They trail by 1. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Yep, that one goes.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Rose. 8 points for him. White finds Dosunmu. Out to the right wing. Pass to Rose. 5 on the clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. White, good.
Beautiful touch there. Give White these types of looks consistently, and he's going to make you pay.
Here's Lillard. Nice shot by Portis. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Now here's Rose. Driving the lane, and he slams it down right on top of Bobby Portis.
Tell you what, Rose can get flashy with the best of them.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Bucks have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Outside, Green. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Outside, Portis. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Portis has got 7 points in the game.
Does not shoot many from out there, but Portis makes them at a decent clip.
Outside, Rose. To the inside. Here's Dosunmu. The wide open look here for Vucevic. Drops in the tray. And the Bulls lead by 1.
You know, guys, we've seen Vucevic add this to his game. Now you have to take him seriously from distance. Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Rose against Lillard. Outside, Rose. Good with time running down on the shot clock. Now it's a 3-point Bulls lead. So the Bulls, their last game, a win against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Lillard from outside. Chicago grabs the miss.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Boy, Rose plays with an angry physicality, which is really hard to match up against.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Right away, they showed us they weren't going to shy away from the mid-range game, and it's proving to be an effective tool for them.
Something else they've been doing really well is shredding that defense by getting all the way to the rack. They've been absolutely fearless in attacking the paint.
And the Bucks making a change here. Kuzma's checked in. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Herter's checked in.
Well, I tell you what, this guy gives you everything he's got when he's out there. And that's what you love about Derrick Rose, how fierce he is as a competitor.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd.
That was a strong toe.
You know, this is what Rose does best to me, guys. A scorer who attacks on offense with unbridled ferocity.
Bucks trail by 4. Outside Jackson. Down low. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Rose passes to Dosunmu. Back to Rose. To the wing on the left. The 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. 5 points in the game.
Love it when Rose looks to share the ball, especially when his teammates are open like that.
Here's Lillard. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And Special K, as good as Damian Lillard can be throughout a game, he definitely takes it up a notch in crunch time.
Couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. He's one of those guys that certainly seems to rise to the occasion and relish in the clutch moments. And his range is in the gym-like. I mean, 30 feet away, 35 feet away, he shoots it the same as if it's a mid-range jumper.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Ryan is checked in for Portis. Chris Boucher comes in for Green. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Jackson. Outside Rose. Pass to Collins. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Bryant.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And White with the stuff.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically, like the aggressiveness there.
Cloak loose. It's stolen by Rose. Stops. Pops. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And it's a 4-point Bulls lead.
And he's off to a phenomenal start here tonight, guys.
He sure is. 7 for 7 already, and he just looks to be on a different level than everybody else right now.
1:52 left here in the first quarter. Nifty move. And Rose throws it down hard.
I really love when Rose goes hard like this, guys. I mean, still, even after the injuries, showing no fear.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting quite well in these early minutes, 55%. Lillard from deep three-point land. Collins grabs the miss. The Bulls leading by 6. And here's Rose. 17 points in the game. And stolen by Lillard. Puts up a deep three. Rebound by Smith. Now Chicago's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Unloads from 13. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him. White's got 10 points.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Kuzma against Herter. Bryant with a screen for Kuzma. Just 4 to shoot. Lillard from outside. Lillard again missing.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Talk about putting up points in a hurry. He can't miss right now.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Kuzma outside. Pass to Shamet. Here is Lillard. Back to Shamet. To stop the run. And Damian Lillard, good for the 3. He's got 13.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Rose passes to White. Fires for 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. What a performance for Derrick Rose. He has been the story for Chicago. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
They've got Landry Shamet. Antetokounmpo is out there with Kyle Kuzma. And there's Bryant. And it's Sears in at the point. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's Bryant. He had 13 points in the win against Philadelphia. Antetokounmpo looking it over. And Bryant slings it in.
And Antetokounmpo is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Burns you with his scoring and passing ability.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. That focus has served him well. Kevin.
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report. There's Rose with the three. Rebound, Milwaukee. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And on paper, you call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
Yeah, it was a surprising outcome for me and you. But hey, sometimes matchups can play out a certain way. We'll see how they do tonight.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
The Bucks making a switch here. Connaughton's checked in. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Shamet with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Kuzma can't get it to go. And it's Rose with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. They've led by as much as 10. The three. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And the foul on Rose. That's his first foul. Milwaukee making a switch here.
First team foul. Coming out to the floor for your Bucks, number 17, Marquez.
Bulls on D. 6-point lead. Bryant with a screen on Rose. From the top of the key, Sears' shot is off.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
6 on the shot clock. In the corner. Herter with it. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's Young. Oh!
Man. How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Bucks trail by 4. Kuzma outside. High post, Bryant. Collins with some nice D.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
There's Rose with the three. And again, no good by Chicago. Milwaukee has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And to Antetokounmpo. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Giannis has got 6 in the quarter. Chicago has gone 1-6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
From the low block. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
Tell you what, they have outworked the opposition and have capitalized on the putbacks. Bagging their own groceries tonight, boys.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. It's been 10 unanswered points. Pass to Shamet. Lets the three fly. Offensive rebound. And Portis throws it down.
Hard to exceed Portis' level of energy. I mean, he just doesn't seem to ever stop.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Chicago trailing here. Outside Rose. Hey, Clark, no one covers the college game like you. And for new pros, what are the biggest challenges adjusting to life in the NBA and the play itself?
Speed and size, Kevin. I mean,
the setup and the slam by Giannis.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Boy, that has to be a relief. Ending a 14-0 run by the Bucks.
The Bucks have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Shamet, the pass to Portis. The tray. And that one's good, Shamet. And the Bucks lead by 5.
Hey, when you're big and passes like Portis did there, the defense has to just tip their hat on that one.
Now here's Rose. He's covered by Shamet. Goes Zumu. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. To the paint. Here's Portis. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 4th assist in this one. Bulls trail by 7. Bounce pass from Rose. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
Fellas, he just is struggling to get anything going. Right now, his shooting percentage in the quarter, 20%.
Pass to Jackson. Antetokounmpo against Williams. Driving in. Machetes his way. Giannis. Bucket is good.
When it comes to stuffing the stat sheet, Antetokounmpo does it very well in just about every category. But his greatest strength is he's a dominant scorer.
Rose gets to Vucevic. Back to Rose. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Rose has got 4 this quarter.
You didn't think Rose would back down from some contact now, did you guys? Playing with a high level of intensity.
Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Now here's Dosunmu, guarded by Jackson. Here's Rose. Oh, he jams it right over Giannis Antetokounmpo. Wow.
And one of the all-time high risers at the point guard position, Derrick Rose can still throw it back.
Shamet with it, working on Rose. Shamet the pass to Portis. Rebounded by Rose. Bulls trail by 3. Pass to Williams. Outside Rose. Fires from 18. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot. It's definitely giving the defender something extra to think about.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
That's right, everybody. It's now.
Some changes here for the Bucks. Green, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Landry Shamet. Outside, Green. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Back to Lillard. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so it's Rose bringing it up for Chicago. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to a single point after the basket from White. Inside, here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
Hey, between scoring and rebounding, Portis a major threat for this team, and he's showing it tonight.
Rose with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Back to White. Vucevic a screen on Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. White dishes to Rose. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Rose has got 10 points now just in this quarter. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Lillard. It's up a 3. Vucevic with the rebound.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front. Spins. Rose kicks to White.
Rose sets the screen for White. Back to Rose. Pass to Dosunmu. No good that time. Milwaukee in the lead. And here's Giannis from outside. Vucevic with the rebound. And Chicago shooting in the second quarter around 42%. Rose, that's good. Rose has got 31 points.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
Outside, Antetokounmpo.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And the wide open shot from Green. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 5 assists in the game. Fires top of the key. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Rose has got the game tied up here for Chicago. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And here's Green outside. Derrick Rose grabs the miss. The Bulls shoot has been just outrageous, 64% from the field to this point.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And the rejection by Giannis.
Yes, that goes in. Dosunmu's got his first basket.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Lillard from outside. A shot off that time.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. The game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Number 47. That's his first personal foul.
Clark, what in the world is left for Giannis to accomplish at this point?
You know, Kevin, I don't know, quite honestly. I mean, perhaps more championships or MVPs. He's really done it all. Maybe a scoring title.
Down it goes!
Take that rack down!
What a slam!
You know, with top-flight ball handling skills, Derrick Rose can get really creative scoring the rock.
The Bucks trail. Giannis outside. There's Giannis with the slam. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is... Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half,
when I look at the Bucks, they started the season on a high note. Now they look to improve to 2-0.
Yeah, they look strong.
And let's take a look back at the first half. The Bulls are in a close one.
They look great on offense. The ball is flying around. Guys are getting open.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Dosunmu, White is out there with Rose. And it's Vucevic. Lillard from outside. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Rose. Count it. And the foul. It's on Damian Lillard.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Chicago shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Derrick Rose at the line for 1.
You know what? We've recently been able to watch a different Rose here. I mean, a better, more efficient, more confident player. Man, I love seeing that.
And Lillard kicks to Jackson. Giannis outside.
And looking at the numbers for Lillard. Great showing for him last season. And amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And yeah, he was money from the charity stripe. Only a handful of players shot a better percentage last season. Tremendous asset.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with. A beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him. An attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Lillard against Rose. High post shot. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Rose has got 40 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Portis in the post. Vucevic defending. Great D that time from Vucevic. Here's Rose. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Damian Lillard.
When Rose is attacking, guys, I mean, the defense has to act. He puts them on their heels.
Bulls shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely, making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to. Just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those 2 guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself in the position, and then was able to make the play.
Into the 3rd we go. 2 minutes in now. Dosunmu, the pass to Rose. Clock at 6. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
The Bulls have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. Landry Shamit's checked in for Lillard. The free throw drops for Rose. Bucks trail by 7. Outside, Green. To halt the run. Good on the 3-point shot. Shamit's got 6 points.
Finally get one to drop after starting the half with 4 straight clanks.
And they call an illegal screen here. With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. In 4th, the Bucks.
Boy, they do an excellent job offensively. Most of the season last year, they were really in sync. A nice flow and rhythm to their offensive game. But anytime you score the points they did, it's about unselfishness and trusting each other.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Pass to Antetokounmpo. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. In the corner, Shamet with it. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Now just a 1-point Chicago lead. Here's Rose. Milwaukee with the rebound. Portis has got 4 rebounds in this game. And Giannis throws it down.
It's been Giannis's night. His points have come in a variety of ways, and as usual, he has been relentless.
Outside Rose. He takes it in, and he converts the layup. Rose has got 47 points. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
White, good. White's got 15.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And it's Rose with the ball for Chicago. Outside, White takes the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Shamet the pass to Giannis. Back to Shamet. There's Portis. Rebound by the Bulls. Rose has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Dosunmu's shot is off. Bucks have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Shamet. There's Portis. It's all in by the Bulls.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Rose against Jackson. 18 feet out. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Rose has got 49 points in the game. Milwaukee's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Green. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for the Bulls. Chicago on defense. It's a 1-point game. Picked off in midair. Here's Rose. And the Bulls get it back. And there's the bucket from Dosunmu.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Here's Rose. Misses off the left iron.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Rose. Connects again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
And the foul on Rose. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And the foul on Rose. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And the foul called on Ayo Dosunmu. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so it's Milwaukee now. Now Shaman. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Rose. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And a guy who's averaged as many as 7 free throws a game in his career, Rose knows how to get to the line.
He shot 5 of 6 at the foul line.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that.
And Rose drops them both. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. No good off the front iron. The Bulls with the lead. Another bucket. Wow. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Giannis kicks to Portis. Going inside, and Portis throws it down.
Taking those long strides, Portis able to get a good shot off.
Here's Rose. Double team on Rose. Pass to Vucevic. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Smith's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Giannis passes to Portis. To the paint. Here's Kuzma. Shoots over Dosunmu. Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Kuzma.
You know, once Kuzma has the position he wants inside, he does his thing fearlessly.
And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer. But, Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And, Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader, but he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 34. And the rejection by Smith.
There you see Smith's length playing to his advantage defensively.
White, good. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Chicago.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Now here's Rose, guarded closely. And the rejection by Jackson. Kuzma kicks to Shamet. On the wing, Jackson. To the inside. Pass to Shamet. Misses the 3.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk, but later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
There's Rose with the 3. It's hauled in by Giannis. Giannis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to go on Dosunmu.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right.
Bucks trail by 7. They've got Antetokounmpo. He's out there with Kyle Kuzma. Thomas Bryant is out there with Landry Shamet. And it's Sears in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Herter passes to Rose. And Rose throws it down hard.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Antetokounmpo inside. Working on Williams. The layup missed. Here's Rose. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Rose has got 59 points.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Sears' shot is off. Chicago leading by 11. Here's Williams, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pass to Kuzma. Bucks passing it around. And here's Giannis from outside. It's good from long range. Antetokounmpo's got 44.
Really scary how good this guy's becoming. Antetokounmpo, when he's sinking the catch and shoot jump shot, it's game over, fellas.
Williams gets the bucket.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
No question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
And it's Antetokounmpo, top of the key. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
They really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
Outside Rose from past the arc, and it's Bryant with the rebound.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Jackson, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Osumu, he's checked in for Chicago.
A multiple-time MVP. You know, what's really scary is that Giannis feels like he can keep getting better, and more importantly, he does the work to get better.
Basket counts.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Bryant with a screen on Williams. Up top, Bryant. Pass to Shamet. Fires the three. And it's Chicago with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Antetokounmpo. Now here's Rose. He's covered by Shamet. Pass to Dosunmu. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Jackson with the bounce pass. Kuzma outside. Off target with his three. Chicago leading by 7. Left side Rose. Collins finds Rose. No good from outside.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Bryant the pass to Giannis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Good on the second free throw. Rose with the ball. Here's the floater. Pass to Dosunmu. Now here's Rose. Defense right on him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Dosunmu. And the Bulls with another miss. Bucks trail by 6. Left side, Bryant. Giannis kicks to Shannon. And the 3 off target.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Collins. And finished off by Collins.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And it's Shamet missing.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And here's Rose. Pass to Dosunmu. Shot clock at 6. Collins finds Dosunmu. Offline with his 3. Bucks trail by 8. Shamet on the wing. Fires the 3. Rebound by Rose. Rose has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And here's Herter outside. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. And the Bulls lead by 11.
We all know how Rose can score the ball, but sometimes I think we dismiss how good of a passer he is.
Bryant a screen on Williams. Here's Giannis. And again, the Bucks miss. Bulls are gone 6 of 11 since the start of the 4th quarter. Williams passes to Dosunmu. Giannis against Rose. Outside Williams. There's the triple. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo. To the middle. Here's Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Bobby Portis is checked in for Bryant. Green comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Landry Shamet. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. Told them pedal to the metal, adding, we're ahead out here, but it's not over yet. Don't start celebrating in your head when there's work to be done on the floor. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
Rose excels at driving and controlling his body in the air. A unique blend of power and athleticism.
Lillard from deep three-point land, from beyond the arc, and then some. Lillard's got 19 points. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Chicago Bulls. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Bucks trail by 6. Green, the pass to Jackson. And it's off from three-point range. For Chicago, they've gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the 4th. That's about 43%.
Guys, how about the ball handling by Rose there? Showing you a little bit of the back-to-the-future Rose with those moves.
Lillard dishes to Jackson. From deep, Green. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 6 assists in the game. Rose against Lillard. Bounce pass from Rose. Over in the corner, White. Shoots over Lillard. Another one falls for Chicago.
And right now, White, red hot. Just everything he puts up seems to go in.
And Lillard kicks to Jackson. Back to Lillard. Chicago grabs the miss.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
They're giving him a little too much space out there. That's his third triple since halftime.
And Lillard gets it to go.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Here's Rose. And another one falls. Amazing.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise record in scoring.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history to boot.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Vucevic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now it's an 11-point Chicago lead.
Yeah, you know, one of the best parts of Nikola Vucevic's game is his great body, excellent hands, and the high motor makes him an outstanding rebounder.
Number 47, third personal foul, third team foul. At the line for 2, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. Here's White. Outside Rose. Double team on Rose. White, wide open. He fires. Sinks the three-pointer. White's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Bulls. Bucks trail by 13.
Well, that's just conservative play by Giannis against tough defense, drawing a foul and still getting the shot off.
Fourth team foul. At the line for Milwaukee.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
Giannis Antetokounmpo taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. And there's 1:45 left in the fourth quarter. Now Rose. Crafty move. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Rose has got the lead up to 13 now for Chicago. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Lillard. That one rolling around and rims out. And for the Bulls, they're shooting and hitting almost everything here in the fourth, up around 58% from the field. Good, he hits again.
And what a night. Arguably the best in franchise history.
Tying the franchise mark for most points in a game. The next basket breaks it.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Bulls.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them.
And got it! Another basket.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Bulls. Driving in, and good! He hits it again.
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in an NBA game all time. He is knocking down everything.
It's truly one of the greatest games in league history. He cannot miss.
73. What a number. Tying Wilt and David Thompson. Only Wilt and Kobe have more in a single game.
The clock now can just run out for the Bulls. Lillard against Rose. A 3-ball off target. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave you, Let's take a look at our player.